So I just bought this. I think it's supposed to be a contour, but I wanted to try it and see how well it pairs with my Arista foundation in the shade Espresso. It's a bit smaller than I expected because it looked a little bigger on the picture. So this is a very tiny tube. The number is CO6. Does it have a name? No, it just said that's the color. It's a number. And this is what it's looking like. Very chocolatey, actually. Looks very nice. Smells like glue. Okay, so I got my little mirror and I think I'm gonna do my foundation first because I really want to see. This is like the shade of my foundation. She's clearly loved, but if it can show up on my foundation, then that would be good. Also, I invested in this little spatula that comes with a plate. I just used it a while ago to put some concealer on my face and blend it out with a brush. Beautiful. So I want to see what it will do for my foundation. So I'm gonna take this much because when I tell you this foundation is pigmented, I'm putting that much on each side. And let's see if I will need any more. I'm gonna take my foundation brush. It doesn't seem to have any excess on it, so let's go ahead and blend. Look at that. I'm telling you, this has so much pigment. A little goes a very long way. Can you actually see the coverage? Like, it is so insane. I'm gonna actually take my concealer sponge now and touch up my concealer to help it seamlessly blend into my foundation. I'm gonna leave the ones on my nose still for when I'm doing the contour and bronzer. So far this is what the base is looking like. Now I know something that you can use the same product to do contour and bronzer, and people call it a bronzer. Sucking in my juice. Oh, literally, it just broke and fell onto my mirror. Whoa. Okay. Well, that's a minus for packaging. It's really smooth though, and it seems to be blending even well on my hand. So minus for packaging, but at least it blends well and it has pigment. I wonder if I can use my spatula to like scrape some. Okay, that did something. It's darker than the foundation. Ooh, that is a plus. One thing I can never do is get them level. So I'm hoping that they're a little bit level. Gonna go my jaw there. I'm just feeling for like where the bone is and placing it. Gonna do a little bit sides of my nose. Okay, lovely. I don't know if I want to add this to my forehead though. So maybe just a little bit. Because right now it's very dark and it's kind of giving contour instead of bronzer. So we're just going to add like a little bit on the top part of my forehead. What would I use to blend this? I'm going to try this brush. Hopefully it blends it well. Okay, look, it's blending. But I'm blending it up into my hairline. So I'm blending it upward, not like pulling it down. Like, this is real time. Can you see that happening? Like, I think I did this one a little bit too high though. This is trial and error. This is my first time using this product, so I did not know it was going to be this pigmented, but whoa, holy shit. I wonder if I use like a bigger brush and try to blend it. Yeah, it can tone down with a bigger brush, so that's good. It doesn't look as harsh in real life as it does on the camera, but let's see what we can do with the nose. Gently down the sides of my nose. And I'm going to try to carry it up. I can't believe this concealer hasn't dried yet because it's picking it up. Maybe I should use a smaller brush. I'm going to try this little brush to really kind of get it here. It is really pigmented. Whoa. Did you see the little amount that I put? And it's like bright on my face. Buffing it out with the big brush definitely helps. And let's see if I can blend this out. From afar, it doesn't look crazy. I'm looking at myself in my mirror right now, and to me, it doesn't look as bad as it's showing up on the camera. But I can tell like there's like really harsh contouring going on. I almost forgot about the one I have in my hairline. I'm actually going to use my fluffy brush first. Okay, I don't know if you can see that, but where I put it is already dried down. It's not blending. I wonder if the precision brush and a little bit of pressure, I can help it blend. So I would say a smaller brush for blending and then like a bigger fluffy brush to soften. But it's really dark, as you can see. So this is definitely a contour and not a bronzer. So I'll have to invest in a bronzer shade. Now I'm going to set my face with all my powders and let's see what this looks like. So the LA Girl Translucent Powder for my under eyes, I'm going to be using a fluffy brush because I kind of want light coverage. In case you didn't realize, I really went light on foundation and everything because I'm trying to do a light base today. Alright, I just realized I'm wearing no blush. Whoa. I'll have to just do some powdered blush on top. Okay, guys, and this is the final look with the contour and powders and everything. I forgot to set it with powder contour. I really wanted to see how well it would stand out on its own with like every other powder and everything on it. And I think it did a great job actually. And because it's so harsh, I was actually kind of scared of giving even more contour because I was like, it's probably gonna ruin the whole look. But now I know how pigmented it is. I know I can use less the next time around so that it can accentuate the powder bronzer better. And I would definitely will be investing in a bronzer. Anyways, thanks for sticking around to the end, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye!